Welcome to the chilling side of Iceland, where ghostly tales and eerie legends come to life. From ancient volcanic landscapes to forgotten villages, join us as we explore the 15 most haunted places in Iceland, where the spirits of the past refuse to rest. One, Reykjavik City Library. In the heart of Reykjavik stands the Reykjavik City Library, a seemingly ordinary building hiding chilling secrets. By day, it's a haven of knowledge, filled with the whispers of turning pages and the faint hum of studious readers. But as the sun dips below the horizon and darkness engulfs the city, the atmosphere within shifts. Caretakers and late-night visitors have reported eerie sensations, cold drafts brushing their necks, the faint scent of old flowers, and an oppressive stillness that weighs heavy. Some claim to hear footsteps echoing through the empty corridors, their source forever unseen. The most spine-chilling tales tell of a spectral figure, a former librarian who roams the aisles in search of something lost in death. Witnesses describe her as a translucent silhouette, her presence accompanied by the soft rustle of pages and the sound of faint, disembodied whispers. Locals warn against being alone in the library after dark, where the veil between worlds feels thinner than anywhere else in Reykjavik. The Reykjavik City Library isn't just a place to borrow books. It's a gateway to Iceland's haunted past. Brakurt 2. The ghost center, Draugasetrid, in Stokkseyri, tucked away in the coastal village of Stokkseyri, lies the Ghost Center, or Draugasetrid, a place where Iceland's most chilling legends come to life. This unassuming building, nestled against the backdrop of crashing waves and howling winds, holds a collection of Iceland's darkest and most terrifying ghost stories. But it's not just the tales that haunt this place, it's the very walls themselves. Visitors often speak of an oppressive energy as they step inside. Shadows seem to twist and move in the dim light, and the air grows heavy with something unexplainable. The halls are filled with the faint sounds of weeping and the creaking of unseen footsteps. In one room, a display tells the story of a restless spirit, doomed to wander the coastline in search of her lost love. Many claim to feel her icy presence pressing against their skin. The bravest souls can walk through the immersive exhibits, but beware. Some who enter say they leave with more than just the memories of ghostly tales. They carry the lingering feeling that something, or someone, is following them home. Draugasetrid isn't just a museum, it's a meeting ground for the living and the dead. 3. Bessastad Deer Presidential Residence. Bessastad Deer, the official residence of Iceland's president, is more than a seat of power. It's a site steeped in eerie history and lingering spirits. Perched on a tranquil peninsula near Reykjavik, the grand estate exudes an air of timelessness. But beneath its polished facade lies a darker legacy that refuses to be forgotten. Centuries ago, Bessastad Deer served as a farm, a monastery, and even a stronghold during Iceland's turbulent past. Legends speak of tortured souls who met their end on this land, and some believe they never truly left. Visitors and staff alike have reported strange occurrences: windows slamming shut without warning, phantom footsteps echoing through the stately halls, and ghostly whispers that seem to come from nowhere. The most unsettling tale is of a spectral figure in a long cloak, said to roam the grounds on misty nights. Some have seen him standing motionless at the edge of the property, his shadowy form dissolving into the fog. Those who pass by after dark often feel an inexplicable sense of dread, as if unseen eyes are watching their every move. Bessastad Deer may symbolize Iceland's strength, but it also harbors the restless echoes of its haunted past. 4. Holalagardur Cemetery, Reykjavik. At the edge of Reykjavik lies Holalagardur Cemetery, a sprawling graveyard that seems frozen in time. By day, its ancient tombstones and towering trees tell stories of the city's past, but by night, the cemetery transforms into a place of whispers and shadows, where the dead are said to walk among the living. Locals speak in hushed tones of strange lights flickering between the graves, as if unseen hands were lighting lanterns in the darkness. Others recount spine-chilling encounters with shadowy figures drifting silently among the headstones. The most infamous tale is of a grieving woman dressed in black, her face pale and featureless, who appears near a specific grave. Witnesses claim she weeps silently, disappearing the moment anyone approaches her. The air here is thick with an eerie stillness, broken only by the rustling of leaves that some say sounds like faint whispers. Many who visit at night report an unshakable feeling of being watched, their every step observed by unseen eyes. Holalagardur Cemetery is more than a resting place for the dead. It's a doorway to Reykjavik's haunted past, where the veil between this world and the next feels almost non-existent. Thingvellir National Park. At first glance, Thingvellir National Park is a breathtaking landscape of rugged cliffs, crystal-clear waters, and ancient lava fields. But beneath its natural beauty lies a haunting history that clings to the land like a shadow. This UNESCO World Heritage Site was once the heart of Iceland's early justice system, where trials were held and brutal punishments were carried out. Many believe the spirits of the condemned still wander the area. As twilight falls, the crackling of leaves underfoot is said to turn into the soft, mournful cries of those who met their end here. Around the Skogafoss Drowning Pool, a site where women accused of witchcraft were executed, visitors report sudden chills and the sensation of unseen hands brushing their skin. Perhaps the most chilling phenomena occur near the Parsilfra Rift, where some divers claim to see fleeting figures beneath the surface, pale, ghostly shapes moving in the icy waters. Even on the calmest nights, the air around Thingvellir feels charged, as if the land remembers every tragedy that unfolded here. A visit to Thingvellir is not just a journey into nature, but a step into Iceland's haunted past, where the voices of the forgotten seem to echo through the canyons. 6. Snæfellsjökull. Glacier rising like a frozen sentinel over the western peninsula. Snæfellsjökull Glacier is a place of otherworldly beauty and chilling mystery. Beneath its icy crown lies a labyrinth of legends stretching back centuries. While it's known as the setting for Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth, the glacier has a far darker reputation among locals. As night falls and the winds howl through the rugged terrain, stories emerge of ghostly figures wandering its slopes. Climbers and hikers often speak of strange occurrences, unexplained footprints appearing in the snow, shadowy forms moving just out of sight, and whispers carried by the wind in a language no one can understand. Many believe the glacier is a portal to another world, a place where spirits linger and other forces gather. Some even claim sightings of glowing orbs hovering above the ice, said to be connected to ancient, supernatural powers. Beneath its serene surface, Snæfellsjökull Glacier harbors secrets that may never be fully understood, making it one of Iceland's most enigmatic and haunting landscapes. 7. Asbery Canyon. Shrouded in mystery and legend, Asbery Canyon is a breathtaking horseshoe-shaped gorge in northern Iceland, but beyond its stunning beauty lies a sinister aura that has haunted locals for centuries. According to ancient folklore, Asbery was formed by a single hoofprint from Sleipnir, the eight-legged horse of the god Odin. However, the canyon's eerie atmosphere suggests something far darker lingers here. Visitors often speak of feeling unnerved as they walk through the dense birch forests that cloak the canyon floor. Strange whispers seem to float on the breeze, and shadows flicker at the edge of vision, vanishing as soon as they're noticed. The land is said to be home to the Huldufolk, Iceland's hidden people, whose anger can be stirred by trespassers. At night, the canyon transforms into an otherworldly realm. The air grows thick, and a haunting stillness takes hold. Some hikers have claimed to see ghostly figures watching them from the cliffs above, their pale faces barely visible in the moonlight. Asbery Canyon. is not just a place of natural wonder, it's a realm where the supernatural and the mortal worlds collide. 8. Eldron Lava Field. Stretching endlessly across the southern landscape, the bright Eldron Lava Field is both a stunning natural wonder and a chilling reminder of Iceland's turbulent past. Formed by the catastrophic eruption of the Hka Volcano in 1783, this desolate expanse of twisted rock and moss-covered lava holds more than geological significance. It is said to be haunted by the countless souls who perished in the disaster's aftermath. Visitors describe an unsettling stillness in the air, as if the land itself remembers the suffering it witnessed. Strange lights, like dim lanterns, have been seen flickering among the lava formations, only to vanish when approached. Some who wander too far into the field claim to hear faint voices carried on the wind, whispering in an ancient tongue. The most unsettling tales speak of shadowy figures that appear at dusk, standing motionless among the rocks. Locals warn against disturbing the moss, believed to conceal the spirits of those lost to famine and disease during the eruption's devastation. The Eldron Lava Field is more than a barren wasteland. It's a graveyard of forgotten lives where the past lingers just beneath the surface. 9. Veitas Hut, highlands deep in the remote Icelandic highlands. Veitas Hut stands abandoned, surrounded by nothing but the desolate beauty of untamed wilderness. This isolated hut, once a refuge for travelers, now serves as a haunting reminder of the untold stories that linger in the harsh landscape. Those who dare to venture here after dark speak of an unnatural cold that seeps through the walls, as if the very structure itself is haunted by the spirits of the past. On quiet nights, the wind seems to carry strange sounds, low whispers that echo in the still air, and the distant thud of footsteps on the wooden floorboards, though no one is there. Some claim they've seen a shadowy figure standing at the window, gazing out into the night, vanishing the moment they approach. The most chilling accounts describe an overwhelming feeling of dread, as if something, or someone, awaits inside. Veitas Hut is not just a lonely shelter in the wilderness. It is a place where the past refuses to die, and where those who wander too close may find themselves trapped in a realm where the living and the dead coexist. 10. Djúpalón Sandor Beach beneath the brooding sky. Djúpalón Sandor Beach, on Iceland's west coast, hides a history as tragic as it is eerie. This remote beach, where jagged rocks meet turbulent waters, was once the site of shipwrecks that claimed the lives of many sailors. Now it is said to be haunted by the spirits of those lost at sea. As you step onto the black sands, the air grows thick with an oppressive weight, as though the beach itself mourns the lives taken here. Visitors often report hearing faint cries carried by the wind, agonizing voices that seem to echo from the depths of the ocean. The sound of a storm, even on clear days, can be heard in the distance, growing louder until it's almost deafening. But it's not just the sounds that unsettle those who visit. The rocks that litter the beach are rumored to be more than mere stone. Some say they move on their own, shifting in the dark of night as if pushed by unseen hands. The most chilling account is of a ghostly figure, a sailor in tattered clothes, wandering the shore in search of his lost ship. Djúpalón Sandor Beach may appear peaceful, but beneath its tranquil surface lies a restless, vengeful spirit, one that refuses to let the past be forgotten. 11th. Lake Lagarfoss hidden. Deep within the misty highlands of Iceland, Lake Lagarfoss is more than just a serene body of water. This vast lake, stretching for miles, has been the site of one of Iceland's most enduring legends, the story of a monstrous serpent that lurks beneath its surface. Said to be as long as the lake itself, this creature is believed to be ancient, a primordial force with an insatiable hunger. Those who dare to venture near the lake at night often report strange, rippling movements in the water, as though something enormous is stirring beneath. Locals speak of eerie, glowing lights rising from the lake, casting an otherworldly glow across the surrounding landscape. Some have even claimed to see the massive shape of the serpent's head emerging from the depths, its eyes glowing with an unnatural, malevolent light. The most chilling stories come from those who've heard the creature's mournful, rumbling calls echoing across the lake, only to vanish the moment they attempt to investigate. Lake Lagarfoss is not just a beautiful, peaceful landscape. It's a place where the ancient and the monstrous still slumber, waiting for their next victim to approach. 12th, Hka Volcano, rising ominously above the Icelandic landscape. Hka Volcano is one of the most active and feared volcanoes in the world, and for good reason. Known as the gateway to hell, it has long been surrounded by terrifying legends that speak of it as a portal to the underworld. For centuries, locals have whispered about the evil spirits that are said to dwell within its fiery depths, waiting to escape when the volcano erupts. Those brave enough to venture near its base often feel a strange, unsettling presence that seems to press in from all sides. The air grows thick, and the ground trembles as if the earth itself is warning them to leave. Some claim to hear distant, guttural growls emanating from deep within the mountain, as though something ancient and malevolent stirs below. In times of eruption, the skies turn dark with ash, and an eerie, suffocating silence follows in the wake of Hekla's fury. Visitors to the volcano speak of feeling watched by unseen eyes, and many claim that those who linger too long in its shadow are never quite the same. Hka Volcano isn't just a force of nature, it is a living, breathing monument to Iceland's darkest legends, where the boundary between life and death seems terrifyingly thin. 13th, Skogafoss Waterfall. Hidden deep within the lush forests of southern Iceland lies Skogafoss Waterfall, a majestic cascade of water that crashes with thunderous force into the dark, rocky pool below. By day, it is a photographer's paradise, a natural wonder admired by all who visit. But when night falls, Skogafoss transforms into something far darker. Locals speak of the cursed treasure hidden behind the waterfall, guarded by a restless Viking spirit. Many claim to have seen strange shapes in the mist, the flicker of a shadow darting across the water, or a pair of glowing eyes staring out from the depths. The air grows heavy with an oppressive feeling, as if the waterfall is holding some terrible secret. At times, the sound of the falling water seems to change, becoming a low, mournful cry that echoes through the valley. Those who linger too long near the base of Skogafoss often report hearing footsteps behind them, only to turn and find the space empty. The most chilling tale tells of a figure, a Viking warrior, who has been seen standing in the mist, watching travelers, then vanishing without a trace. Skogafoss Waterfall is more than a beautiful landmark. It is a place where the past lingers, where the spirits of the dead walk silently among the mist. 14. Seljaag Pool. Nestled in a remote valley between the towering mountains of Iceland, Seljaag Pool seems like an idyllic, hidden oasis, a warm, natural swimming pool in the midst of a harsh, unforgiving landscape. But beneath its serene surface, there's a palpable unease that shrouds this ancient bathhouse, one that has witnessed far more than relaxation. The pool, long abandoned by modern visitors, is surrounded by desolate beauty, with moss-covered walls and a stillness that feels unnatural. Those who venture here at dusk speak of hearing faint, echoing laughter that seems to come from the depths of the pool itself, even when no one is around. Some claim to have seen strange figures, shadowy, indistinct, emerging from the water, their faces hidden in darkness. Even more unsettling are the cold drafts that rush through the abandoned building, despite the warmth of the water. The most chilling tales tell of a woman in white, seen standing on the pool's edge staring into the water. When approached, she vanishes without a trace. Seljaag Pool isn't just a forgotten relic of Iceland's past. It's a place where the boundaries between the living and the dead seem dangerously thin. 15. The Westfjords. The Westfjords out of Iceland is a place where few dare to tread, a remote, rugged region cut off from the rest of the world by sheer cliffs and deep fjords. The beauty here is stark, but it's the silence that chills the soul. The lands have long been known for their isolation, but even more so for the dark secrets that lie hidden within the rocky terrain. The region is filled with abandoned farms, old houses, and forgotten villages, their decaying structures standing as eerie reminders of the past. Locals speak of the spirits of those who vanished without a trace, lured into the wilderness by unknown forces, never to return. Hikers and travelers often report hearing whispers in the wind, the sensation of being followed, and glimpses of figures lurking in the shadows. On stormy nights, the cries of those lost in the fjords are said to rise above the howling winds, filling the air with a mournful wail that never seems to fade. The Westfjord is a place of stark beauty and deep, unsettling mystery, where the restless spirits of the past seem to haunt every corner, waiting for the unwary to come too close. Iceland's dark past is alive and well in these haunted spots, each one carrying its own tragic tale. Which one gave you the creeps? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.